I bet you didn't know your destiny could be found in the cards. Ready to uncover it? Mika Divine's tarot readings aren't just about predicting the future. They're about understanding your deepest desires, fears, and passions. Each card holds a piece of your love story, and Mika is here to guide you through it. Imagine knowing the answers to your burning questions about love and relationships. With Mika's spiritual guidance, you can. Her readings offer clarity, hope, and a path forward. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or navigating the complicated in-between, Mika's insights will help you find your true path. It's not just a reading, it's a journey to self-discovery and empowerment. Don't let uncertainty hold you back. Discover what the universe has planned for your heart. Connect with Mika Divine today and step into your destiny. Ready to unveil the mysteries of your love life? Book your tarot reading now and let the magic begin.
Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? I hope all is well. Get my phone together. All right, y'all. So on this live reading, I say all signs reading because I just did an all signs reading. But on this live reading, we're going to tap into each of your energies, those of you that are interested in getting a personal mini read. And we're going to see the messages that you need to hear. So y'all give me a second while I get my candle. But if you haven't gone ahead and booked your reading, the link to book your reading is in the chat right there, or you can go ahead and click on the link in the description box below. It'll take you to my website, and on my website, you'll go ahead and check out there. I'll get a notification that you paid, and you'll complete the intake form giving me your question, and then we'll begin your reading on the live. It's simple as that. Keep in mind, I'm not accepting any super chats, super stickers, or anything on this live personal reading. So in order to get added to the list, again, you have to go to that link and purchase the reading there. That's the only way I'm going to accept payments for the reading. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to first start off with Sarah G, and then from Sarah G, we're going to go to Brittany D. Okay, so if you want to get added to that list, all you have to do is click on that link. So let's start off with Sarah G. Sarah G wants to know, how is my son doing? I haven't heard from him in a while. Okay, well, let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sarah G's son. How is her son doing? So I feel like he's going through a really difficult time right now. I think the problem with him is that he's not breaking these negative cycles. So I'm getting that if he was indulging in some negative behavior like addictions or toxic behavior patterns, he's still really indulging in these things. He doesn't really have a sense of purpose in his life right now. He's masking everything with illusions and a false sense of success by living the lifestyle that he's living. And this is really causing him to be very overprotective of opening up to you as well as other people in the family. He also feels like because there's been a lot of conflict within this family dynamic because of his toxic ways, there's a little difficulty with things coming together. His intuition is telling him that he probably needs to really work on these deep-seated insecurities and dark side thoughts, toxic behavior patterns. But it seems as if he's content with doing things how he's always been doing, but frustrated at the same time. It's almost like he's content with that lifestyle, but also frustrated at the same time, which is very unfortunate. I'm getting that he moves in a very unpredictable and a reckless energy. Very scattered, so maybe he would be in 1 minute, out the next, which is why you're probably having a hard time finding him or dealing with him. And he's also in this way to avoid conflict with you as well as other relatives. He'd rather just kind of be in his own misery and do his own thing. Yeah, he'd rather pursue things that's going to make him feel satisfied, but he's definitely blocking his own happiness. And he feels like moving on and away from this family dynamic again is probably the best choice for him. It keeps coming up that way, but this is also his blockage because he does have a lot of love for you and everyone else. But it's almost like this is self-preservation and preserving, keeping the peace with you. He could be having some health issues right now as well. Tell me more about this Five of Pentacles. And I think as he's going through this very dark time with his health, with holding back, with delaying coming forward, I think he's also very much in a state of waiting for hopefully things to improve. He knows that you deserve, you know, a little bit more reciprocity. It would be the fair thing to do, but the blockage is he's having a hard time conquering this challenge in his life. So moving forward, he can feel a lot of resentment and pain and anger. I think this is more so for himself than for you. Yeah. About this broken dynamic. I think he misses home, but at the same time, he's trying to work on himself. He wants your compassion because I think he's starting to see some things about his toxic ways. Yeah. So what does he plan to do towards Sarah in the future? Yeah, he's hoping that he can work on things. He feels like this is just a personal setback in his life. And he's hoping that you can forgive him. So he may be actually trying to learn different ways to address it. It could be a rehab program or anything that's going to support him through this. But he's feeling very, very overwhelmed by it. So be patient with this person. Know that your son is going through a very difficult time. And unfortunately, in situations like this, the best thing you can do is remove your energy from him, because you definitely don't want to make things worse by getting involved. You kind of need to let people like this, unfortunately, get space so they can heal. But because it seems as if he sees very clearly that he needs to heal, that he needs to do better and be better. But the problem is, you know, it may be too late, because he does have some, it's a slow mover. He's working hard on trying to be more responsible, but it's going to take some time, a lot of time. All right, so that's what I have for you, Sarah. Let me know if this reading resonates with you. Next, we have Brittany. Brittany, are you here in the room? Keep in mind, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, I'm still accepting reading questions. To book your reading, all you have to do is click on the link down in the description box below. You can also click on the link that I'm dropping into the chat right now. It's $20 per question, and I will answer your question live. As long as you book, there'll be an intake form you complete, and we'll go from there. Hey, Brittany, how you doing? And Brittany would just like to know what good things are coming. So let's see. All right, Brittany, Spirit, tell me a little bit about the good things that are coming towards Brittany. What are the good things coming towards Brittany? All right, Brittany, so picking up your energy, one of the very first things I'm feeling like is you've been through something very difficult. And I think there's a part of you that is looking for peace and healing, or you could have someone coming towards you that sees you that way. Tell me more about this star card. This is someone that could have, like I said, been through something very overwhelming, very, very hard, very difficult. But they're seeing that you could be definitely worth, investing in. In the past, this person could have went towards someone or something that they were hoping that they can have some type of long-term success with. But it didn't manifest that way. It just looked like it was something that they impulsively went toward out of ego. I'm getting someone that also may have went towards that opportunity because they needed some type of recognition or attention from someone else. This could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, that could be coming your way, or an Aquarius. When they come towards you, they're going to be releasing their fears. They could also be trying to decide if you're the better choice. But there is something about your energy they're going to like. And I think that's like something refreshing. It's not going to be like the past where they invested in something and it didn't lead to any type of long-term success. One thing I don't like about this energy of this person, though, is that they may be using a little bit of manipulation to get what they want out of this dynamic. What would that be? Yeah, they could be coming in towards you for stability or some type of long-term success. And I think this is this the only motive? Yeah, and they're going to rush in for this. So they may see you as somebody that's very stable, that brings more to the table. So be careful with this energy. This can be somebody that can definitely mooch off you. And I think they're doing this because of that insecurity piece, right? We talked about how the person in the past may have used them or took them for granted or took advantage of their kindness. So I can really see how this person could come in towards you to see what they can get out of this situation. I'm also getting air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, this is somebody that's a moocher, manipulator. I got the Magician in reverse. That's my narcissist card. Be careful with this one. They definitely have some this huge lack of confidence. They have no real solid plan when it comes to you in this connection. They're scared of letting it go. And they will keep you stuck. They're going to look like someone who is very attractive. Like I said, I'm getting fire sign. They're going to be a Knight of Wands. They're going to come in very romantic, very charming, very attractive. Again, they could be a fire sign or air sign, but they're going to come in fast. They're going to move things fast too. They don't want you to get away now, but they're going to play it safe. And the blockage of this, the reason why they move this way is because this is a free spirit. This is somebody that likes to move in an energy of a lot of passion, but they move this way very impulsively. They're easily bored. They can only stay in a connection so long before they're ready to give their offer to someone else. They're always thinking about what they can get out of situations, out of love situations, because I have the Page of Pentacles and the Lovers as the blockage. So they definitely like to give offers for what they can get. They have a really negative mindset when it comes to love. They're very pessimistic. And so they are not willing to be open to the idea that someone could be genuine. So I think the core of what this person's issue is because they've been treated wrong by someone in the past, that they very much fear. They really fear that you too could be the same way. They don't trust anybody. So they're like, well, the least I can do is get something out of it. And they're working on letting go of this negativity of, and trying to be more fair and be reciprocated, be reciprocal with their energy. But this is someone also that is in a lot of lack. They're going to move things along fast. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of fast moving energy. I'm getting Cancer as well. Here, Pisces, Cancer. And then it's like they feel like spirit is punishing them. They feel like they're in some type of karmic cycle, which is hard on this person. But if they would really learn the lesson that they can't treat people this way, then maybe they can do better. Yeah, and the lesson is they need to get past this emotional immaturity and manipulation. What is this King of Wands in reverse in the future? Yeah, we get someone who's going to be very impulsive, very ruthless, very reckless. They have this expectation in their mind that I want to go towards Brittany, but I don't want to be there for a long time. I'm here for a fun time, not a long time, and they're very codependent on your energy. But they're not going to let you go, you see. So they may give off this in and out energy I'm hearing and give you a lot of issues. Like I said, narcissists, they stir up a lot of conflict, especially when it comes to finances. You may get into arguments about them, like you may say, hey, I'm not going to keep paying for this, or I need you to be fair, or I need you to do this, and there, it's going to turn into a fight. And be careful, because I'm also hearing or seeing the potential of this person becoming very abusive. This can be financially, emotionally. Yeah. Yep, very deceptive energy. So many cards telling me this about this person. And they could also secretly be having someone else on the side. Who is this Queen of Wands? Okay. Is this Brittany? No, they're secretly going to end things with someone else. So they may be actually in a relationship with someone else when you guys meet, and they may be secretly ending it with that person. You said, that sounds like what I'm in now. Yeah, it might be. Because, you know, with tarot, the energy I pick up is for past, present, and future. Yeah. So eventually, what will they do with Brittany? They're going to keep you waiting, or they're going to wait on you to come forward. But I feel like this person is going to withdraw their energy. They're going to isolate. Why are they doing this? Because they feel like this is too much of a burden. The arguing, the fighting, the toxic dynamic between you two is too much of a burden for them. So this is someone, you know, that doesn't like responsibility. They don't like someone questioning them or trying to tell them how to be. They just don't like it. And so when you were challenging this person, when y'all would get in these arguments, fights, debates, or whatever, the more and more you rose up and defended yourself about this person mooching off of you or using you or being codependent off of you, it became too much of a burden for this person. But secretly, they were ending something with someone else too at the same time. So it's like, okay, let me just run. Will they come back? Yeah, they possibly will, and they're going to juggle you with more people. So I would definitely, you know, make sure you stay away from this one. Let's do another spread for you real quick, because you said this might be the other person that you're dealing with. They might just be coming through. But let's see if there's anybody new coming in. And then if it shows up there is someone new coming in the near future, then we'll read for that. So Spirit, tell me, is there anyone new that's going to be coming in towards Brittany in the near future besides this person I read for? Is there going to be a different person? Spirit saying no, not at this time. All these cards are reading no. And I think it's because there's too much conflicts and stuff right now and tension in your energy with this other person. And it's showing up as both the current energy, also blockage energy, and in the future you may end things with this person, or, you know, things may come to an ending. But I think you got to really detach from this other energy I'm hearing before the new person can come in. Spirit is almost like saying, you know, do the cord cutting, release yourself, get rid of the negative thoughts, get rid of the anger, the resentment, the stress, the frustration. And I'm still heavily getting fire energy, air energy, and I'm getting Scorpio. Specifically Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. So that's your reading. Let me know if it resonates for you, Brittany. I'm sorry I couldn't give you some good news about someone new. That's probably why that came up, because Spirit is saying it's not time for you to attract a new person at this time. But the good thing is there is a message. He's a Leo, yeah. There's a message of you needing to heal, to evolve. Let's see what Spirit, before we close, let's see what advice you have for Brittany to be able to heal and move forward. Spirit wants you to pivot. It says, sometimes when things aren't filling into place, after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot? Even just a little bit. That's what Spirit wants you to think about. How could you pivot? Meaning, how can you make some changes and adjustments last minute, right now, in this moment in your life, in order to seek that outcome that you want? And one of the best advice that I can give you in your situation is for you to make a list. Write down what your ideal partner looks like. What are their features? What do they look like? How do they communicate with you? You know, what are their characteristics? And then I want you to write down the list of everything about this other person. And then I want you to compare the two and say, okay, these are the things I was settling with, but this is not truly what I want. And allow yourself to be open to, you know, things you want. And then check off at least 5 things that are non-negotiables when you get ready to get out there and start dating. So good luck to you. I hope this reading helped. And keep me in mind in the future whenever you're ready to book your next reading. Thank you so much. All right, y'all, I'm still taking readings if anybody's interested in booking a reading. So if anybody's interested in booking a reading, the link is down in the description box below. And then I also have the link in the chat. Y'all feel free to ask any questions about the readings before you book. I will answer any questions you have. Remember, it's $20 per question. I'm still accepting readings. You'll have to book through my website. You just click on the link in the description box below. And then I also have it in the live chat if anybody's interested. Keep in mind, I don't do any readings about health, pregnancy, no twin flame questions, but any questions you have. Again, it's only $20 per question. Link is down in the description box below as well as in the live chat comments. Remember, no super chats. You must book directly through my website. Again, only $20 per question. The link to book today's reading is in the description box below, as well as in the chat. No super chats, and you got to book directly through the website. Little bit about me. I've been reading tarot for about 5 years. Started this channel around May, posted my first video in June of this year, and I'm so pleased to say I'm already up to 10.9K subscribers. Highly accurate, intuitive, clairvoyant tarot reader, using this platform in order to share my gift with the world. And I'm hoping all that have joined me this evening enjoy the reading. And if you're not here for a reading, you're just here to check out what's going on, welcome. Just I ask before you leave, just hit the like button. Show your support, subscribe to the channel. I would enjoy reading for you, of course. Only $20 per question. But if you can't do $20 today, I understand. I'll stay on this live for a few more minutes. If I don't get anyone else, we'll close the live, and then I'll come back on and do a collective read. So if you don't want to miss that, be sure you check out my channel. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe, so you don't miss anytime I post a new video. Also, one of the cool things about my channel is I select one lucky subscriber every single month for a free personal tarot reading. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel. That's right, all you have to do is subscribe. Of course, you'll be in the running against almost 11,000 subscribers, but who knows? The next winner may be you. Check out my website for more information. It'll be under the page that says giveaway for all the official rules and details. This month's winner will be announced later this week, so stay tuned. Thank you all that have come on to the live. Blessings, love, and light. Sending lots of love to each of you. And to all of my returning subscribers, thank you for always supporting the channel. Again, this is the last call for any live mini reads. So if you're interested in getting your mini reading, you got a couple more minutes left before we close this live tarot read. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below, as well as a live chat. You have to book directly through the website. No super chats, no super stickers. Book directly through the website. Again, it's only $20 per question for an in-depth reading. I'm not like the other readers. I go very in detail, give you all the information. A lot of times I'll answer multiple questions within the one, just to make sure you get all the clarity you need. Most of my clients have said, man, Mika, you are so good. Or they'll say, I didn't expect you to go that deep. But I do that because I really want my clients to be able to get the information they need in the readings. I don't want to just give them surface level answers. And I know some tarot readers may do that. They may just give them a yes or a no, or they may just give them a quick couple of cards. No, I go much deeper. And the reason why I go deeper is because a lot of times, you know, I think tarot is a divination tool to have me as a reader to use my spiritual gifts to connect with the divine and give you the messages you need to hear, but also you as the client to self-reflect and to use your own free will and what works for you, what's serving you and what's not serving you. And I will say that a lot of times clients will definitely walk away feeling inspired, informed, enlightened. And in most cases, they'll come back and tell me, wow, that really helped me. I had one client on my YouTube channel. She messaged me and she said, man, if it wasn't for your reading, I would have never really got out of this very toxic relationship. It really helped me see clearly, like, you know, what I was allowing myself to deal with. And this was not truly who I wanted to be with, but I was settling. And you made me really see more of the situation more clearly so I can choose myself and not settle. And sometimes we need that person to come into our life, a good trusted friend, to tell us the truth. And that's my goal on this channel. My goal on this channel is always to give insight, yes, but also to help guide you so you can make the best decision for your future, for your life, for what you need in your life when it comes to career, money, finances, love. So my hopes with this channel is that everything that I do and say is inspiring, entertaining, of course, because I do have I do have a lot of fun with y'all, but I'm hoping that at the end of the day, you walk away feeling inspired. Thank you guys so much for letting me do this live with you all this Sunday evening. I'll be back on again in a few minutes, and I'll be doing a collective read to see the messages that will be coming through for those that'll join me. So check it out. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed our little chat. And if you haven't done so already and haven't subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do that, because when you subscribe to the channel, it allows you an opportunity to connect with me, and it allows me to connect with you. So anytime I do a collective read like I'm about to do in a few minutes, the messages definitely resonate with you. All right, y'all. Thank you again so much. I'll still be here doing personal reads. It just won't be on a live for a little while. But I want to thank all of you who have supported me on this live and the one that I did yesterday. And I look forward to doing it again soon. So y'all take care, and I hope you guys have a blessed evening. Namaste.